Hello, Cancerians. This is Yola from Kitchen Witchin Tarot, and I'm here to read your November 2021 reading. It is Halloween as I read for you tonight, and the veils between worlds are certainly thin. So this is going to be a channeled message from our ancestors. And as ever, I always start my reading with a goddess card. And this is from the Goddess and Sirens deck by Stacey DeMarco. And you got Aphrodite, goddess of love. And in this case, the goddess of self-love. I have to say, now I don't read just love readings or anything like that. I just read what comes up. But this has quite a strong, powerful love connection. And having Aphrodite as the goddess that's overlooking it, it kind of feels very blessed. Now, that might be that it's love for yourself, self-love that you need to really work on. But there's some interesting power couples that have come out here. So without further ado, I started with your first card, which was the King of Cups in reverse, which is a Cancerian card, which really talks about kind of sensitivity, feeling kind of in control of your emotions, but in a kind of healthy and natural way. But because it's in the reverse, it feels like maybe you're not being very sensitive towards yourself at the moment. Maybe you're not doing well at the self-compassion and the self-love. Maybe that's something that really needs to kind of start to become more important within your day-to-day life. And in order to do that, the card next to that you've got is Temperance. So it's about just giving yourself a bit of time, a bit of patience. Maybe you've been through quite a lot over the last few years, like many of us have. But it's saying don't be too hard on yourself. And maybe that's part of what's going on with that King of Cups in reverse, is that you're kind of beating yourself up with a big stick, going, I should be better and I should be this and I should be that. But when there's the word should involved, it's not something you want to do. So yeah, it seems to me that you just need to be a little bit patient with yourself. And next to that, we've got the Six of Swords, which is a kind of cutting away and a letting go of something. And because that's next to the Seven of Cups, it feels like you need to kind of let go of some of maybe the illusions of what emotional fulfillment look like. I must be happy all the time. I must be strong all the time. You know, that's not what our emotions are. Our emotions are constantly moving and flowing. It could equally mean, if it is something to do with a relationship, kind of cutting away the illusions of what a relationship should look like. And maybe thinking about, you know, if you're looking at either to get into a new relationship or you're looking at the relationship you're in at the moment, is kind of what is fantasy and what is reality for you, and how does it feed your self-love, your self-worth, your self-respect, because that does feel like an area that needs to be topped up for you this month. And next to that, I have the Hanged Man, which again is a card of patience, but it's also a card of taking a new perspective. So that's why I feel like there might be some cutting away that you need to do, but you kind of need to look at yourself and your life and your relationships from a different angle. It's difficult sometimes when we have busy lives to actually take that time, but it feels like actually you have a pause this month. You know, November is generally kind of the month when we all go a bit more inward, to actually look at how you're looking after yourself, how you're looking after your relationships, in any love form. So that can be with a partner, that can be with our children, our families, our friends. But look what is fantasy and look what is reality, and see what what is actually feeding you and what is draining you. because then we have the Two of Wands, which is a real stepping into a new way of thinking, a new way of being. It's a kind of very proud card. It's actually, yeah, I've done that work. I've kind of cut that way. I can actually start to do this. I can start to manifest this. And I say that because you have the Star card next to it. So the Star card is all about manifesting your dreams, your wishes. And I always say when it turns up, particularly in the upright, is make a wish. What do you wish for? And I would say this is a very emotional reading. It's got a lot of cups and a lot of fire. So for me, it's like, maybe it's something around your self-worth and your self-love, or it may be simply looking for a new relationship or more love within your relationship, because we have the Ace of Cups. Again, it's a bit of a double-edged sword. So sometimes I see the Ace of Cups as being that real card of self-love and filling your cup. But equally, it can kind of indicate a new relationship, a new start, or a new pattern within a relationship that's already existing. Because next to that, and this is why I say it does feel like actually maybe if you're single, there might be somebody coming in. You've got the King of Wands and the Queen of Wands, which is the power couple. So there's a real determination within the King of Wands to kind of get to where you want to be. And then the same kind of energy within the Queen of Wands of being really kind of passionate and fiery and kind of standing in your power as an emotional being. So it may be that you're just trying to find a balance between that masculine and feminine energy within yourself in order to kind of fill your cup, fill your Ace of Cups, and turn that King of Cups back round the right way. Or it may simply be that you're stepping into kind of a new way of being in relationship that is very full of passion, but is also two very strong people meeting each other equally. So that's what I got from the tarot. And then with the Moonology cards, I got surrender to the divine. So it does really feel like, yeah, there's a lot of surrendering here. There's a lot of pause. There's a lot of patience. It's kind of like, trust that you've got this. Trust that your emotions are healthy expressions of human behavior. Trust that you can cut away the things that don't serve you anymore. Trust in your wishes. Trust in your worth. Trust in your self-love. Because the Wiccan card I got for you was the butterfly, which really is this kind of butterfly emerging from the cocoon, this transformation, this new beginning, this new way of being, this new way of thinking. And the universe cards, hang on, I must put on my glasses for this because I'm a little blind, says, thank you, universe, for helping me see beyond the limits of fear. Thank you for expanding my perceptions so that I can see what is of the highest good. And again, that's something to think about when you're thinking about letting go of things, is what is serving me here and what isn't, and what can I get rid of, and what can't I? And it is difficult when we have other people in our lives, our partners and our families and our children. Sometimes our needs become lesser, but it does feel like there is a need for you to self-nurture and self-love this month, and trust that you're going to be okay. Surrender it to the universe. And then your overall card is the Emperor, which really is, this is the angel deck. So this is Archangel Michael. It is about stepping into a leadership role. So own your shit is basically what it feels like. Own your emotional stuff. It's okay to be emotional. Don't get lost in fantasy about what you should or shouldn't be. Give yourself the time to think and cut away that which doesn't serve you. Fill up your cup, and step into your power. And, if you are looking for a relationship, this looks quite good. Looks like, you have the potential to really step into kind of something very loving and very passionate as well. We all like a bit of passion, eh? So that's what I've got for you, Cancerians. I hope that it resonated. If you would like a private reading All my details are down below. I'm also going to be producing lots of lovely kind of cosmetics and natural remedies that I make bespoke for each person who orders. And they're going up on my Etsy shop very, very shortly. So keep an eye out for them. And if you'd like to support the work that I do, then you can also donate via my PayPal. Again, the details are down below. I wish you a very, very happy Halloween. And I hope to see you in December. Much love. Bye.